Hello and welcome to another how-to episode with me, Jurassic. Hope you're well, hope you're staying safe. Today we're going to be talking about how to get onto the Nether roof, break the bedrock that's up there so that you can get through and have no drama getting around the Nether. Because if you've had any experience of the new 1.16 Nether, it's scary out there, and to travel on the roof of the Nether is much easier. So what do we need to do to start getting ourselves on the Nether? Firstly, we're going to need some ender pearls and a ladder, and you'll also need to have your coordinates on. So if we bring those up, we can find a spot that is suitable. So the block we're looking for, if you look over on the right, it will give you the targeted block. So we need to find one as high up as possible, and there we go, we've found one that says 1 2 7. So we'll just put a ladder there. Let's go like that, and then we'll jump into survival so that we can show you how it's done. Once you have your ladder in place, what you're going to do is climb up as far as possible, hold down run and jump, and whilst doing that we'll throw the ender pearl into the top of this block, and what will happen is we should jump above the ladder here. If that doesn't happen, we'll throw a couple more ender pearls, and whilst we're throwing the ender pearls, we're also releasing the jump button and pressing it again to sort of hop up through this block. It may not work every time, but if you keep giving it a go, it should work. So let's try. And there we go, our feet are half in the block and our body is above the Nether ceiling. So then from here you can either jump up and out or throw another ender pearl. So that's how we get on top of the Nether. It's pretty easy to do once you've done it a couple of times. Don't freak out. It does get a bit scary, and maybe don't wear your best armor. So now we're on top of the Nether, we'll start getting ready to break bedrock. So what you want to do is make sure that the block that you want to break is the correct one. So make a note of the coordinates. I've put my piston already on top of the block above our ladder. And then from this, what you'll need is some TNT. Make sure you have some, especially if you're going to be breaking more than one block, which is quite easy to do. But you'll definitely need 2 as a minimum. A lever or a few, one trapdoor or a few, one piece of obsidian or a few, a stone brick or a few, and another piston. And to do this, what we've got to do now is place a few blocks. So we'll put the obsidian there, we'll put a stone brick on top, and then a TNT on top of the piston and one here. And then what we'll also do is put a lever on the side, and then we'll put a spruce on the bottom half of this stone brick, and that's pretty much it. So once you've got to that point, then it's really a case of doing the nitty-gritty. So at this stage, what you want to do is change your key binding for your use button. So what I mean by that is press escape, go into your controls, find your use item place block, and change this to a button you're comfortable with. I like R, quite a few people prefer B, so that will allow you to use it instead of your mouse button. And then what you want to do is come over here, get underneath this trapdoor, and then you're going to flick the lever which will set off the TNT, and then you're going to move over here, and just where this corner of the piston is next to the obsidian, you're going to click the use item button, so R for me, possibly B for you, or whatever button you choose, and hold it down. And the reason we use a button on the keyboard is because it almost works as like a pseudo auto clicker, whereas trying to do it with a mouse button can be a lot more challenging. So let's give this a shot, and hopefully this should work 100% of the time. I've not had a problem so far, so let's see what happens. So we're going to flick the lever, move over, and then just hold down up there, and then when we remove this piston, we have broken bedrock. So that has worked perfectly. So all you have to do from that point is rinse and repeat. If you want to break down further, you may have to clear out a bigger space around so that you can get the contraption to get at the bedrock you want to get. But using this technique, you will have no problem clearing out bedrock. It has, as far as I've experienced, 100% success rate. So I hope that really helps you get through the bedrock. And that's it for today's episode. I would suggest checking out some of my other videos on how to reset the Nether, how to mine ancient debris, and some of the other videos I've put up recently. I'll put a link in the description, and check out the cards as well, that will be in the top right. And I hope to see you next time on another episode of How To with me, Jurassics. Have a good week, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.